Sometimes we feel really ugly on the inside. We just let those ugly, negative emotions get the best of us, whether it be guilt, shame, making a mistake, just not feeling good about yourself, unconfident, anxiety, worthlessness, whatever it may be. Sometimes they just get the best of us and it's like we just cannot shake it. But we can take some steps to feel better and start to shake those feelings away. These are things that I found can really help me. So there's 6 tips. You can use them all on your own or all together, kind of like in order actually. So number 1 is let yourself rest and just actually feel those emotions for a minute. Now, this is going to be pretty opposite to all my other tips. Sometimes you honestly just need to let yourself feel sad for a moment and just take it in and then get it out of your system, not push it away. When these emotions are really bad, sometimes it's like you have no motivation to do absolutely anything. And so that's what I mean. Just kind of live in that for a moment. Just be gentle with yourself. Give yourself a moment. It's also going to give you a chance to kind of bring awareness to, okay, what am I feeling right now? And maybe even start to ask, like, why am I feeling like this right now? And even start to say, like, okay, well, how do I want to feel? And just kind of start to take some breaths. Start to get like a more of an understanding for it. Like, if you saw someone that you love feeling really upset, you know, would you just tell them snap out of it? Or like, would you come from an understanding heart and try to start asking them questions to get them to feel better and understanding why, you know? So that leads to number 2, is to actually write down the answers to these questions and just in general journal about however you're feeling, whatever's going on. Also, if you can, write kind of like a visualization of how you want your ideal life to be if you can get to that point. So I know it's kind of a lot, but if you can just start with writing down those words that you were asking yourself in your head, okay, it's starting to move those things from your subconscious to your conscious. You're actually putting your conscious brain onto it, problem-solving brain, so that you can start to solve the problem and they're not just kind of floating in the back of your head and emotions are taking over. You don't really know why. You're really going to start to get to the core, to the center of the problems, and you can start to heal them from the inside out. And it should help you feel better. It should help you start to realize how you want to feel and start working towards that. Basically, you're like trying to solve the root cause of these problems, of these emotions, of these feelings. And also, if you can get yourself cheered up a little bit, because I think doing this along with having a good feeling emotion is much more beneficial. But if you can kind of start to feel like how you want to feel, or like a visualization of how your ideal life would be, how you would feel in your everyday life, like that always makes me feel better, because you can think like, this is what I want and I can work towards this, you know? And it tends to always raise my mood. Okay, so number 3 is listen to podcasts. I love listening to podcasts. You know, you can multitask with them, so you can do different things while listening to them. And 2, it's basically just people talking, having a conversation. Typically they talk about, you know, their journey, overcoming things, and it's just like a nice human nature talk to talk. And I feel like you can learn a lot of things and also feel better just by hearing people's journey and such. Just really inspiring. And plus, it'll just help you start to get your mind off whatever is on your mind, because you're just listening to someone else talking. And I swear, whenever I listen to podcasts, some way, somehow, like whatever one I choose to listen to that day, they always talk about something or mention something that really is like beneficial for whatever I'm thinking about or going through that day. It just tends to work out like that. Number 4 is keep busy, keep in action. All of the steps so far have kind of been leading up to this. It's kind of starting from ground zero, doing nothing, to just adding a little bit more every time, to actually doing actions, like full on moving your body. It doesn't have to be like working out, although working out is incredible. You know, basically anytime you do a good workout and afterwards you will always feel better. You have to get those endorphins going, you know, great for your mentality. I know when you do feel like so bad and so ugly on the inside, it's just so hard to want to like move at all or do anything at all, I know, but you just have to start. And once you're going, every single time, as I start going, even if I just kind of don't feel like it, feeling a little lazy for the day, is not necessarily like feeling really bad inside, I always feel better once I'm moving. I think that's just the way it is. When you start to get momentum and you just think about it, like, would you rather just be laying there and all that's on your mind is these feelings and these dark thoughts just consuming you, or would you rather just keep busy and actually, you know, do things that will make you feel better? Like, you know, if you do some actions, check off some things on the checklist, doesn't have to be anything crazy, but it can start to make you feel better inside, give you some self-esteem boost because you're doing things you wanted to do. It really will just feel better. You just have to take the first step, and you can start slow. So that's why I'm saying it's good to start with like writing. So you get up and just do some writing, listen to podcasts. So like I was listening to podcasts while doing laundry and doing the dishes, you know, just very simple tasks, which also I find that tidying up your environment around you is really, really good too. It just makes you feel better, kind of gives you a more better, clear state of mind. It's almost like your mind gets tidied up a little bit. It doesn't have to be anything like productive, like something creative is wonderful, something that just kind of you enjoy doing, creating in a way. Always think that creating can feel a lot of joy. And again, working out will do wonders, but if that's like a huge step, just start with something small. Just get into movement. I'm telling you, it's so key. So key. Leads to number 5, get out of the house if you can. You probably won't feel up to it. I know anytime I feel like down, low, whatever inside, I don't want to go anywhere. there, but I find that when I do feel better because again, you're just out, just get refreshed, go into a new environment, even just going out for a drive, you know, seeing new things, putting new things on your mind. I do find it can really help. Even just like going to a store, interacting with people, like cash register, it's just like it kind of gets you out of this little funk and like more into the real world. And again, you're moving, doing action, and you know, even just going out to pick up some coffee or drive through, even like it'll uplift you. Okay, and finally number 6, avoid the bed. Once you finish the first step, you've gotten into your action mode a bit, you must avoid the bed like the plague. I'm telling you, if you lay down, it's gonna be very hard to get up and find the motivation. Like it's just gonna suck you in, you're just gonna lay there all day and sulk. I'm telling you, I've done it so many times. It's gonna be like 10 times harder for yourself. Just don't do it. You're gonna want to, probably like really bad, but really you don't want to. Just avoid. So that's basically it. I'm sorry if you're feeling bad inside. I hope these can help you. Also, if you have any other tips, definitely comment below. If you did like this video, you will probably like the one on the screen right now. It's quite a similar video. But thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next one if you are subscribed. But if not, then bye!